about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Oh, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. Three little birds pitched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Oh, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
We have no piano. We have no piano. Okay, I can see those mute buttons. Welcome CSL family. Reverend JC is the man to see. Before he gives his talk today, here's some words from the announcement lady.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to... Good morning. Good morning. I have a lot of echo. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Toronto. My name is Tanis Burnett, for those of you who don't know me. Also the announcement lady. And welcome to everybody watching at home, across the world, like in Cairo. Or if you're home in your pajamas in Toronto, welcome. How is everybody? Good. You look lovely. You're welcome. So let's get the announcements covered, shall we? For agreements class with Jonathan, Rev JZ, Wednesday, June 11th, 7 to 9 p.m. Drop-in fee is $25. And Jonathan and Helen just came back from the New Thought, Canadian New Thought Conference in Edmonton. And now we are launching our conference next summer, 2015. It's going to be very big. We want to start a viral online exposure, I guess would be the good term for that. Jonathan has set up a new Twitter account, TO1 Thought. TO New Thought. No. But it looks like it's like T1 Ooh Thought. Tweeterer person. But I am on Facebook, and if you're like me and you don't have a Twitter account, you can still pass along the tweets on Facebook. So this new Twitter account, TO New Thought, there will be all kinds of tweets for that. So follow along, spread it around, like it, pass it along. And also a new Facebook event page, CSL Toronto. It's on the CSL Toronto page, pinned to the top of the page. So if you go to that page, like it, say you're coming to the event, invite people to join the event, and encourage people to buy now. There is an early bird special for the event, which is June 4th to 7th, by the way. It's a whole weekend. And it's $400 for early bird special, and that gets you access to every aspect of the conference. There will also be daily passes, yes? But 400 early bird gets you all you want to see and be inspired by. For those of you who do not frequent the computer, you can register in person in our bookstore. We also have a donation slash sponsorship option. Also on the website, you can, or the Facebook page, you can click, it'll take you to there, because we are looking for, corporate sponsors, anybody who wants to lift up. Give money. Thank you. Anybody who wants to give money, we will graciously and gratefully accept it. And next week, we have guest musician Andrea Menard coming to do a few songs. So it'll be lovely. So come on down. We'll be here doing backup for her. She's delightful. The music is gorgeous. So come and join us for that. And last but not least, Mr. Tony Matthews is going to come down from the camcorder and talk to us about Pride.
And welcome you all to the 70s, the camcorder. Hi, everyone. I'm Tony. How are you doing? Very well. Thank you. I feel like Norm on Cheers, kind of, every time I come in here. So Saturday, June 28th, and Sunday, June 29th, the world is coming to Toronto. Actually, the whole week from the 20th to the 29th, the world is coming to Toronto for World Pride 2014. It's also the time when the normal Toronto Pride would be taking place, and as we have previously, we're going to have a presence at their street fair on Saturday and Sunday. What we really want to be there for is because we have this great Canadian New Thought Conference we want to talk about, we have this great center we want to talk about, we want to talk about, and we're going to have some nice signs and some nice banners, but the reality is when we talk about it, we're figuring out, well, what really tells people what it's about, and it's you guys, because it's when I come here and I meet this community that I want to come here and meet this community. So what we're doing is we're just having a little sign up to have people stop by and be at the booth. There's going to be a practitioner there at all times. There's going to be a couple volunteers there all the times, and there's going to be a chance for people to stop by. There's a sign-up sheet on the next to the community board out there. We're just doing like 2-hour chunks. I don't want anyone to be there for the full time, unless you want to. I'm also looking for if anyone has like a small, light, portable table and chair. That'll just help us so we can make things easy and pleasant and fun. And if you have any questions at all, come and see me after the show. It was just Thank you for tuning in. And I have nothing more after that. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Camcorder guy. Tony. This morning we were saying it feels like forever since we've seen Jonathan, but because he's here all week in the office. So, but those of us who are here basically just on a Sunday, it feels like forever because you weren't here last week. We're glad to have you back. So everybody put your hands together and let's give a big love-filled, warming welcome to Reverend Jonathan Zenz.
Thank you. I also want to have a special shout out to Reverend Diane Hoover for filling in for me last week. She was really, yeah. So welcome. Hello, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. How is everyone today? Awesome. So I want to tell you one thing about the conference that was not in the announcements, and that is for the first 75 people who pay full registration, we're going to have swanky light spring conference jackets with the conference logo that you will receive. It's only the first 75, and you will receive those when you check in at registration next year. So that's an incentive to sign up and get your friends to sign up, because we found a really great distributor for these jackets. They're awesome. So really do start telling everybody about the conference. Joan Borisenko is going to be our keynote speaker on the opening night of the conference, and yeah, I can't say it, but we're almost contracted for a certain gentleman and his wife to be here on the second night of the conference. Almost there. We're almost there. So once that is confirmed, I will let you know that Berkwith is going to be here. Just saying. So we come here together every Sunday as a spiritual community to understand that there is a power for good in the universe, and each and every one of us is that power. That's what I teach. That's what we teach within this philosophy. And as we understand and embody this understanding that we are this power, life shows up with ease and with grace, which is what today is all about. Today is about ease and grace and allowing life to flow and not getting in the way and thinking that we have to control everything, because the truth is we don't, because there is something greater within us that is in control at all times. How does that sound today? Awesome! I'm so excited. I'm really jazzed by the conference last week, and I'm going to, should I say this out loud? Hi, everybody online. I am going to say this out loud. I actually wasn't really looking forward to going to the conference last week, but I am so glad I did go, because there was some great, great wisdom that I got to hear last week, and it was also a great way of connecting with community here in Canada that I don't get to see all the time, because, you know, they're all west, and we are east, and I show up and they say, wow, you came all the way from Toronto? And I say yes, and I say, you're all going to come all the way from the west to come to Toronto next year, right? And they all say, okay. So, really great to connect with friends old and new, and I'm grateful to have gone, and there we are. Anyway, I'm trying to think of what I want to do. So this is kind of a show, I will say. It's God's show. I'm going to switch to this mic now. I like to call this Sunday morning inspirational theater rather than church. And so let's engage in that inspiration right here and right now as we sing We Come Together. This is the one we introduced a few weeks ago, and if you feel like getting up and dancing, it's a good one to dance to. So here we go. It's not your songbooks, so you'll have to just listen and follow along. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. You feeling good? Now take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves me and God loves you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. every creed and color. In kinship we unite, in honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Aye. We do come together in the name of love. In the name of love. Sorry, you know, I have my moments. We do come together in the name of love, and that's one thing that I'm really, I really feel blessed by this community, and I feel blessed by everyone who watches us online, because it is a reminder that we are a community that stretches beyond these walls, and it's one of the things that I honor about my time here, and that you all basically made the decision to bring me here 2.5 years ago. So thank you for that. 2.5 years ago, I came here as a very green minister, having really just graduated from ministerial school. And one of the experiences that I had was I knew of this person who is in Newfoundland, who was a member of our center and was serving on our board as an adjunct member of our board. And we started up this Skype relationship. And I knew nothing of this person except through Skype. What I learned through this person, what I learned about this person through Skype is that she is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant mind. And I watched her grow through Skype. I watched her grow in person when she moved here, back here to Toronto after leaving Newfoundland. And she is now being a member of my practitioner class for the past year. And she has now moved through the first year and has become now a practitioner intern. And it is my great pleasure to present to you today, giving her a bit of wisdom for the day, Carmen Noseworthy.
Wow, that was quite the introduction. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am very, did I say very pleased to be here and be announced as a practitioner intern. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I got to change it up just a little bit, Jonathan. Because I think this moment deserves a moment of recognition as your first practitioner class has, well, graduated into practitioner interns. So I was preparing to do my little quote here today. I heard a divine voice inside, and it said, yes, you need to recognize this particular thing on Sunday. And I said, okay. And then this voice said to me, well, maybe you should do a valedictorian speech. And I said, okay. And so I nominated myself as valedictorian, and I heard your voice inside my head. I swear to God it was your voice, and it said, one alone in consciousness constitutes a complete majority. So I took a vote and unanimously... So on behalf of my fellow practitioner interns, some of who are here today and some who are online and who actually, one person lives outside the country, we did it! Jay-Z, Reverend Jonathan Zenz, I must say, thank you very much for your leadership, for your wisdom, for your unconditional love and support, for your encouragement and belief in us. You provided a safe space for us to expand and to make room for the divine within us. And you did nothing but uplift us to be confidently brilliant. We are deeply grateful and blessed as a practitioner class. Thank you very much. And I had to do a little shout out to Grandpa, Reverend James Mellon, for producing such an for producing this man, helping to produce this man in front of us as a great spiritual leader. So, namaste, Rev. Grandpa James. Where is Margaret Ann? There you are. And Helen, who is online watching us. Deep, deep, deep gratitude to you two as well for your presence and your wisdom and your participation in our class and being there for us as well, both in leadership and unconditional love and support. Thank you very much. So I would like to say to Reverend Jonathan and the current practitioner team, congratulations, because your spiritual leadership in this center just grew 300%, which I think is fantastic for 9 months, an excellent return on investment. Wouldn't you say, Patrick? Yep. Yeah. No. No. Oh, you'll know. Okay. And I just want to say, on behalf of the class, you all helped us open our hearts and lives to the beautiful creative power back of all things that we call God. And you helped us know and experience the magnificent and extraordinary lives from this freedom, and it's awesome. And to my fellow practitioners, my fellow practitioner interns, I want to use a Newfoundland term, which is usually meant towards family, and it's one of the most endearing terms that you can use in a family, and it's called, you call somebody your ducky. It means adorable, sweetheart, kindred heart and soul. And there's another word that's also used, you call somebody your trout, which is a delicious soul food. It's comfort food, it's staple food, it's salt of the earth, good and grand. So I want to call you my ducky trouts. This has truly been a blessed journey over the past 9 months as we have expanded and enveloped ourselves in truth. We are birthed today to be an example of truth, trust, courage, and wisdom. And this is my understanding of what we stand for, and it came from a beautiful card reading on Saturday morning. May we enjoy each moment of our lives and put love into everything we do. Love gives life to all things. We open our hearts to this great power. We do everything in gentleness and kindness. And each thought is made of light. We love God, we love all beings, and we love ourselves. Henceforth, we live to manifest love and light for each soul everywhere. And finally, to the community, because you are just as much as part of this as anyone else. We are now part of your current practitioner team. We are here to remind you of your magnificence. We know ours, we know yours, and we can't not know it, because we know it. Our journey has been one of living the truth, proving it, and living the results. We are absolutely, without a doubt, absolutely steeped in truth, and we are waiting to be poured upon you. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, I will shout, tip me over and pour me out. why I didn't want you to see my notes. So on behalf of the practitioner team, I want to ask you in the congregation, what do you want to experience in your life? Use us. Center for Spiritual Living creates extraordinary lives. Seek us out. We do 5-minute, 1-minute miracles on Sundays after service. Seek us out. Experience more. Receive more. And if there's something a little bit heavier that, you probably not comfortable with on a Sunday, you can book half-hour appointments with us. That's what we're here for, to help you create extraordinary lives, because that's what we're living. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when it all comes down to it, and the theme of the day, and as practitioners, as we can look back over the past year and go, what was that? Basically, it comes down to this.
That was easy.
And so, that's the end of my thank you, valedictorian speech. So thank you for allowing me to change it up a little bit, Jonathan, and it had to be done.
I'm going to change it up then.
Okay.
Jay-Z and the Ducky Trout.
I would like all the practitioner interns to please come up here.
Yes.
So this is not all of them. Not all of them are here. But here are 5 women of the 9 practitioner interns who have brilliantly gone through. I don't know where to stand. How's that? Does that look good on camera? Is this my good side? The decision to become a practitioner is a decision not about other people. Although we serve in the community, we serve other people in the community, the decision to become a practitioner is about self-growth. A lot of these practitioner interns may not have really recognized at the beginning of this journey that that's what it's all about. They're thinking, oh, I'm going to go into class and I'm going to learn how to sit with other people and really be present for other people, and what they really learn is how to be present with themselves. Because first and foremost, that is what is important as a practitioner, to learn how to be present with yourself and understand the core of who you are. Each and every one of us is a divine expression of God. Perfectly, uniquely expressed on this plane of action. And these are 5 women here and 4 other people who are not here who have really taken this to heart in their lives. These are the oxygen masks. The oxygen masks, on the plane when the oxygen masks fall and they say, put your oxygen mask on yourself before you help anyone else. These women have helped themselves, so now they can help you. That's the truth. And I want to honor each and every one of you for your journey. I want to honor all of you practitioner interns who are watching online, because this is now something that you've stepped into something that is totally unexpected, and you are going to grow exponentially throughout this next year of your internship. When practitioners step into their internship, what that means is, as Carmen said, you can use them now. You can make appointments with them now. They're free of charge. Because this is part of their training, and it is important that they go through this process because they need the practical experience so that they can become licensed. And this is the next step for them, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm taking over your whole section. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have them do the treatment as a group. I know none of them are expecting this. You've got 5 people up here. Here's what we're going to do. Recognition, unification, declaration, thanksgiving, release. And I leave it to you to lead this community.
So I ask you to carefully just close your eyes if it feels comfortable. Take a deep breath. And as I relax into this moment, this precious moment, I know there's only one thing going on, and it is God. God is greatness on demand. God is ever present. God is the source of the universe. God is the substance, the source, and the supply of the universe. And as I breathe into this moment and anchor into this moment, I feel this divine presence. I see this divine presence. I breathe it, and I preciously know that God is all there is.
And stemming from that, as God is all there is, each and every one of us here, online and beyond, are individualized expressions of God, everywhere present, in and through us, Spirit guiding each of us to do what is ours to do as part of the whole.
And so I relax in this knowledge of God, my oneness with God, our oneness with God, and I know that this day, this life, our lives unfold absolutely perfectly. This service unfolds perfectly. What needs to be known is known. What needs to be said is said. It is absolutely perfect.
With this understanding, I allow my gratefulness to flow through me for the understanding of the one power, the one gift, the one love, and knowing that we are all one. I am so profoundly grateful to let this joyously flow through me, in through me, around me, and to each and every one, that I release this into the one law of mind.
And so knowing that my word spoken is already being absorbed into the law of mind. It is a part of God that only knows to do. It is the law. That is its job, to take our words, to take our ideas and thoughts and expression, and to manifest them into their brilliance. For God only creates brilliance. And this is what my word and all these words here today spoken do. Create magnificence and brilliance in joy and ease. I simply allow myself to receive. I simply allow myself to surrender to this grandness of God, to the asking and to the receiving. I just simply let it be so, for this is what I know to be so. And I know it is so for each and every one of us here, online and beyond. Thank you. And I invite us all to say, and so it is.
Thank you. How about that? You can sit down. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah, get off my stage now. I really am turning into James Mellon. That's his kind of humor. And I think that is a perfect lead into our song of the day, which is just perfect, recognizing that each of us is spirit embodied, and that is what the song today is all about. It was written by our very own Aaron Hughes. So please welcome Aaron Hughes and the Queen Street Band with In Spirit.
I am safe here, I can be. I am loved here, I can see. I am grateful for this life. I'm connected by the light that interweaves with the stars. It never leaves me, it's who we are. Beautiful, flowing, in spirit. You are safe here, you are free to become who you need to be. You have power in your heart, a creative force of art that interweaves you with the stars. It never leaves you, it's who you are. Beautiful, flowing, endless, knowing, in spirit. We are safe here, we can be. We are loved here, we can see. We are grateful for this life. We're connected by the light that interweaves us with the stars. It never leaves us, it's who we are. Beautiful, flowing, endless, knowing.
Street band. It's electric in here. I'll give that back to you. You're welcome. Thank you.
That was easy.
You've created a monster, by the way. Yes. This is week 4 of a 7-week series based on the 7 spiritual laws of success by Deepak Chopra. And just as a quick recap, the first week is the law of pure potentiality. Second week, the law of giving. That's when I talked about going to Guatemala. Week 3 was the law of karma, cause and effect. Cause and effect, which is the only thing that's going on. We live in a cause and effect universe. Everything that shows up is the effect to some cause, and the cause is in mind. This week is called Take It Easy.
That was easy.
Like I said, you've created a monster. You just wait till you come to class and I've got that button. The fourth law, according to Deepak Chopra, is the law of least effort. The law of least effort, which on some level may sound like, oh, well, now I can just kind of let it go. And, whatever is going to be happening in my mind, I know that that's what's going to show up. And let's just make sure that all the things that are happening in our mind are the good things, because far too many people think the law of least effort. They step back and they think, oh, life is unfolding perfectly. And then things start to fall apart around them, because what's actually happening in their mind is not equal to the greatness they are. because they've got some erroneous idea that is happening in there. And so today what I'm going to say is this. Yes, the law of least effort works. The law of allowing ourselves to step back because nature's intelligence functions with effortless ease and abandoned carefreeness is the truth, but it's going to bring into your experience whatever your tendency in mind is. If your tendency in mind is not equal to the greatness you inherently are, you will experience something less than the greatness you inherently are. You see how that works? Part of what we do is we do the work when we come into this philosophy so that we can live the results. And it, for many people, is hard work. For many people, it's very, very hard work. And so at some point, you have to step back and say, you know what, why am I working so hard? If I understand this principle, if I understand this philosophy, why am I working so hard at it? And so today I'm going to tell you, stop working so hard at it. Understand what you know and know what you know and allow what you truly know, allow the spiritual truth to be how your life unfolds and accept nothing less. Accept nothing less. Why do we work so hard? You know, it's like, I'm going to meditate now. I'm going to sit here in my pretzel position. I'm going to meditate. On some level, we're conditioned to think that activities like that, spiritual practice like that, has to be some level of work. And that's ridiculous. Again, I was going to use a very choice word, but I won't. It's just conditioning. We are conditioned by society to work hard, right? We're conditioned by society to work hard. And so, of course, when it comes to allowing ourselves to engage in spiritual practice and relax into spiritual practice, we carry that idea over into spiritual practice. And we do believe that it's work. It's really not. What makes it easy is knowing who you are. That's it. We have a lot of things that we teach. Well, first of all, why is this book why are there so many pages to this book? This book is very intimidating. And yet this is the basic text that we use for the majority of our philosophy, The Science of Mind by Dr. Ernest Holmes. And I reference this book every single day. I read this book every single day, and I've come to know this book intimately well. And a lot of it, I could now say, I can get rid of. Because I've come to a place in my own life where I really do feel like I embody the spiritual truth. In everything I think, say, and do, that is the point from which I am now creating. Where are you? Where are you? The choices we make today inform our tomorrow. The choices we make today inform our tomorrow. And we inherently have an intellectual understanding of this. Who does not understand that concept? Is there anyone who doesn't understand that the choices we make today inform our tomorrow? Good, I must be doing something right. We inherently know this, and yet we allow ourselves to become obsessed with the process of life. To become obsessive about, what am I thinking in this moment, or what, even worse, what was I thinking then that got me to this place? Because now I have to deal with this, and I need to now somehow try to erase what was thought then. You don't have to erase what was thought then. What you need to do is simply know something new now. Far too many of us are living in the past, trying to change the past. You cannot change the past. Do I need to repeat that? You cannot change the past. What you can do is take responsibility, take this moment and move forward. Because it is a new idea in mind that sets the intention and effect for your future. If you don't take this moment to know something new, then you will keep recreating what was in your past, because that may have become the tendency of your thought. So we have become obsessed with the process of life, and we have left to the sidelines the experience of life, because we're trying to make it work. Deepak Chopra writes this: least effort is expended when your actions are motivated by love, because nature is held together by the energy of love. When your actions are motivated by love, there is no waste of energy. And so I think about those times when I'm in classes, and even up here on a Sunday morning when I talk about how we can try and get our own human willpower to change things in our lives, right, Carmen? I get a kick out of her laugh when I do that. I'm gonna really. She was. Well, you know what? You were that, and that's where we started in this journey. When I was Skyping with her in Newfoundland 2.5 years ago, I gotta change my life. You know how you change your life? Let it go. You gotta let go. You gotta let go of the hit. And here's the thing: you must let go of the thought that you have to change your life. You don't have to do anything. You have to be open to the truth of who you are, which is spirit embodied as you. And when you give over to being spirit embodied as you, life does flow with effortless ease, because that's the truth. That's the nature of love, which is the creative power of the universe. That's it. Love. How loving are you? It's a rhetorical question. How do you express love? What is it in your life that proves to you that you are love embodied? And now allow that to slip away and trust that you are love embodied and see what shows up in your life. Actions motivated by love allow us to simply release, let go, and allow, not allowing any wasted energy. And this saves us from falling prey to choices that are driven by a small concept of our human ego. Our human ego. That concept of edging God out, right? That's human ego. As though I have the book here, I've left the book at home. In the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, Chopra references Carlos Castaneda when he writes this, quote, "Most of our energy goes to upholding our importance." That's the human ego. This energy, I've got to hold my importance up. I've got to show the world that I'm an important person, that I have, that there's something inherently good about me because of the things that I do, or the thoughts that I think, or the actions that I take in the world. Now I can show the world that I'm. Let it go. Allow yourself to fall back into the arms of grace, because your importance is not based on the things you do, but on the person that you are. When we really embody this principle, everything shows up perfectly in our experience. This is the core of the teaching, actually. We live in a cause and effect universe. We are each of us cause to the effects in our lives. And so the more we try and put a stranglehold on the effects of our lives, responding only to the effects of our lives, we forget that those effects will never change until we change cause. And so the law of least effort is all about relaxing back into cause and trusting that the effects show up accordingly. And that is actually stepping into what I like to refer to as the divine ego, which is entertaining God only. Entertaining God only. Entertaining God only is allowing ourselves to be driven by love energy. That's it. Being driven by love. Being motivated forward in expression by love only. Love only. That's it. You are at choice. You are at choice. You don't have to live the paradigm of love only, but boy, I don't really want to see what happens in your life if you make that choice. You probably don't want to see what happens in your life if you make that choice. Love only. So there's some choices that you can make to live the law of least effort, which he talks about in the book. And the first choice is this: acceptance. Acceptance. Accept people and situations as they occur. Accept people and situations as they occur. Now, what I am not saying in that is accept things at face value without the understanding that you can shift the future. Because a lot of people will hear me say, accept people and situations as they occur, and then they fall back into the habitual thinking which is destructive in their lives because, I'm just going to live in a place of acceptance. And this goes back to what I will use this because I've used it in the talk title, RSBS, Religious Science BS, which is all is good, all is unfolding perfectly in my life, God is good, and that's an intellectual understanding. And when it's not embodied, what tends to happen is life falls apart around your ears. That is actually not true acceptance. Accept people and situations as they occur and understand that you can shift the experience by knowing something new. When we accept people and situations as they occur, we step into loving presence. And anything opposite becomes chaos. Anything opposite becomes chaos. Chaos is not neutral. We think that chaos on some level is neutral and chaotic things just show up in our lives. Oh, I have no control over that. That just showed up in my life. Chaos is not neutral. No. Chaos actually is the result of chaotic thinking. If we are experiencing chaos, there is on some level chaotic thinking happening in your process, consciously or subconsciously. When we hold to the paradigm of chaotic thinking, then we are truly not living the experience of a divine power, which is cosmos. A lot of people think cosmos, it's the universe, right? There's a show on Cosmos, and they're talking, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about, all of the magnificent things in the universe, and that is cosmos. But cosmos, you know what cosmos, the word, means? It means the well-ordered whole. The well-ordered whole. And everything, whether we recognize it as chaos or not, is actually a well-ordered. Everything actually is cosmos because everything is the perfect effect to some cause behind it. And that is well-ordered. It is always unfolding gracefully and easily, whether we like it or not, because that's the nature of nature. As he says in the book, the grass doesn't need to try to grow, it just grows. It just knows, inherently. One of the biggest gifts that we've been given in our experience is choice, and it's also one of the things that can, boy, howdy, mess us up. Because we have this conscious awareness that we are at choice, and so, I'm going to create something in my life, yay. But we also have to take responsibility for the choices. Chaos is struggle against the moment, which is a struggle against the entire universe. If you are struggling against the moment, you are struggling against the entire universe. Cosmos is an acceptance of the moment, which is not to say your future will not be different. If you are come to an accepting place of this is what is occurring right here in this moment, I recognize it, I see it, and now I can know something deeper. I can know something more. That's the training in this philosophy, which is to know something new, have a new thought. That's why we are part of the New Thought philosophy. It's ancient wisdom expressed by means in each and every one of us as new thoughts. And my journey to Toronto exemplifies this concept. Had I struggled against the moment, I would probably be sitting at the Global Truth Center as the administrator at the Global Truth Center, and God bless you, James Mellon. I'm so glad I'm not. Had I struggled against, I would not be here. But I was open. I was open in that moment. I was accepting of knowing from an embodied place that my ministry was going to take me exactly where it needed to take me. And a lot of people know that I really had Toronto on the brain for years and years and years and years and years. Now, here's how the law of least effort works. I never got in the way of the divine circuits flowing. I trusted that I was going to end up exactly where I needed to be. Because being a U.S. citizen, it's not like I could show up at the border and say, hello, here's my ministerial certificate, and I'm going to move to Toronto and now open a church in your country. I don't think that would go over very well. So I know that there's a center there, and they have a minister, and, well, that's just the way it is. I'm not necessarily going to be able to go do that. So I actually built my whole business plan, because you have to do business plans in ministerial school. I built my whole business plan around a whole other paradigm. But Toronto was always on my mind. And being open to the flow of the divine circuits in my life, wouldn't you know it, the day I graduated ministerial school, thank God for Tony, informing me in that moment that the previous minister had resigned. The day I graduated ministerial school, that's the law of least effort, being open to your inherent possibility and knowing that it is always, always there, present and ready for you to take charge. I allowed my future to come to me rather than trying to take a stranglehold and create it. So that's the first choice, acceptance. The second choice is responsibility. Well, you know what I say about responsibility. I talk about responsibility so much in this philosophy, in this church. I do call it a church. Just to be clear. I guess I don't have to call it a church, but that's a whole other talk. Responsibility. Deepak Chopra and I are in complete 100% agreement about what the concept of responsibility is. Responsibility is not blame. I want to be very, very, very abundantly clear about that. When I talk about responsibility, I am not talking about blame. I am talking about your capacity to respond in the moment, your ability to respond to what is happening in your experience and respond from a place of love. Everything is an opportunity for something new. Everything. And that actually goes back to pure potentiality, because everything is a possibility for some greater expression, and we don't have to know what it is. We need to be open to the infinite nature of the divine to flow through us. Everything is an opportunity for something new, because reality is an interpretation. What? What did he just say? Huh? I'm not sure I quite caught that. I'm going to say it again. Reality is an interpretation. We talk about the creative process all the time. Your thoughts create your experience. Your thoughts create your experience. Your thoughts create your experience. Your experience is the lowercase r, reality. And so as we experience our experience, as we see our experience, what we are doing is we are interpreting our experience. So reality is only an interpretation of the circumstances that are showing up in your life. You have 100% control over the circumstances that show up in your life. 100%. But the more you try and put a stranglehold to try and change the circumstances, the less successful you will be. Because the circumstances show up based on the cause which is in mind. And then the third aspect that Chopra talks about is defenselessness. Allow ourselves to go, or did he write defensiveness? Defenselessness. I'm looking at this word, I'm thinking, that's a really long word. Defenssness. Defenselessness. Which basically means this. Relinquish your need to persuade others to your point of view. We all our need to persuade others to our point of view. I actually, even though I will stand up here and I will speak for 30 minutes on a Sunday, I'm not quite there yet today, I don't have a need to make you think what I think. And I've said it before. My job is not to tell you what to think. That's your job, to understand what you think. My job is to say, you are a thinking, individualized expression of God, and as you think, so your life unfolds. Now, what do you do with that? Because you're the one in charge. We differ from many religions in that we do not teach a specific moral code. Your moral code, your morality is up to you. But it's very important to me that you start to understand what is your moral code and question what comes up for you even when I say that. What is your morality? And how is it showing up in your life? Because you're the one who's in charge of that. I have my own moral code by which I live. And it is not my job to get you to think like me. I would fail at it anyway. This is also this concept of relinquishing our need to persuade others to our specific point of view is also aligned with the four agreements. And specifically what we talked about this past week, which is don't take anything personally. Don't take anything personally. Resistance is futile. Carl Jung puts it very well when he wrote, "What you resist persists." What you resist persists. And that is about as simple as it gets. If you are resisting it in mind, you are keeping it in mind, and so what's showing up in your experience is that which you resist, because it's in your mind. Let it go. Let it go. This week, what I would like you to do is to allow this question to be at the forefront of your mind all week. And this is a great tool. This speaks to defenselessness. This speaks to responsibility. What do I expect to gain from this? So those ideas, those are the three tools from Chopra in support of the law of least resistance. Can you let it go? Can you let go of your need right in this moment to control? As you let go of the need to control and begin to recognize that everything you experience is in your control, because you can always think something new about it. And also relinquish the need to know what caused your experience now. Allow yourself to simply let that go and step into a new paradigm of understanding that there is something new to be known. And this, again, ties into the pure potentiality. when we allow ourselves to go to that place of knowing nothing. I know nothing, now what can I know? And eventually this will lead us to Dharma, which is going to be the seventh spiritual law of success, the law of Dharma, your life's purpose. Interesting. It's interesting that that's going to line up exactly on our Pride weekend. It's going to be an interesting talk that day. How do I tie all that in? I don't need to know law of least resistance. I can let it go and trust that it unfolds exactly as it needs to. So this week, give yourself the gift of deepening. Give yourself the gift of deepening your spiritual practice. Give yourself the gift of allowing Spirit to flow through you. Unhindered, unencumbered, trusting that the Spirit is love. It is the energy of love flowing through you at all times. Take it easy. Take it easy. And open up to that allowance. Because life will flow without your decision that you have to be in control. Allow yourself to take it easy this week. Let it go. Relax, release, and allow. Namaste. As we step into this time of giving, I invite you to hold whatever it is you have to offer the center today and recognize that it is a power of love. It is simply an expression of love. It is manifest in form, and it flows through the center to do great works by means of this center. And I'm grateful to each and every one of you for your participation in the aspect of giving financially. And I want to invite everyone who's watching online as well to certainly take this opportunity to join with us in this community of givingness. So we're going to sing. Which one are we singing today? God is my source. It's on page 5 of your songbooks, and please feel free to stand and dance and shake your booty.
Shake your groove thing.
God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything that I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source, joy is my power, joy gives me everything that I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything that I need. Yeah, peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything that I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything that I need. Love is my source, love is my power, love gives me everything that I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, love gives me everything that I need. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need.
And then some. Carmen Noseworthy will do a blessing over the offering.
Hi. Oh, so let's take this moment in the spirit of love and joy and music and laughter. And breathe in the essence of God, which is self-givingness unto itself. And in this joy of self-givingness, I say thank you for these gifts. Thank you. For money is God in action. God is always in action. Money is a form of God, and we are blessed and blessed today and always. And we take this energy of love in the form of currency and we allow it to circulate through our lives. And I trust and know that the board uses these funds, this money, this love of God, God in action, to help create more extraordinary lives. And for this, I am grateful. I say thank you to each and every one here, to each and every person online, to each and every one who watches later in the archives, for your love and support and generosity. Thank you. And so as I know my words of gratitude and the energy of money is already impressed into the law of mind and working on even greater and greater returns and things and expressions, I just simply allow it to be so. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you. So in that spirit of gratitude, I want to thank Linda and Jim, our board members on duty today, for your service. Thank you so much. Setting up today. Setting up today was Lori, and our greeters today were Women Terry. Thank you so much for your service. I want to thank Carrie in the sound booth. Tony ensuring that we go out to the interwebs brilliantly by being on camera in our webcast. Thank you so much for your service. Tony. I want to thank Aaron Hughes for that wonderful song and the entire Queen Street Band. I am very touched and very moved by your words today, and I want to say thank you to all the practitioner interns for your willingness to step into spiritual leadership within this community. Practitioners are the most important people within centers for spiritual living. A lot of people think, oh, the minister must be the most important. That's not true. Because as a minister, I am a practitioner first and foremost. Practitioners are where the work is done. And I can get up here and spout off whatever I have to say on a Sunday, but if you really want to get serious about your life and you want to get serious about the expression of your life being only from love, either seek out a practitioner or decide to become a practitioner. That's another option. I will be starting a new practitioner class, not this September, but September of 2015. If you are interested or think you might want to become a practitioner, you can talk to me about it now because there are prerequisites. That's good. There are prerequisites for beginning practitioner studies, so we can talk about that. So if that calls to you, please do chat with me about that. Especially, I want to thank Carmen Noseworthy for your brilliant meditation, your brilliant words of wisdom today, who you show up as every single day. I am so grateful to you. Thank you. Hey, you got me earlier, so it's only fair. Let's take a moment just to reflect on the ease and grace of life, for it is love flowing through each and every one of us. And the truth is, this is only ever happening right in this present moment, right here, right now. There is no past, there is no future, there is only now. And the more we give over to this, the more we experience the fullness of life. And so this is what I choose to know right now, as I breathe and recognize a power for good in the universe, and it is who and what each and every one of us is. When I forget, we are one, and I regret things that I've done. I go within my heart and soul I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I am. I am right where I should be, as I fill my mind with peace. I feel it washing over me. God is right here where I am, flowing in and out through me. In this moment, I am free. In this moment, I am free, for each and every one of us is free. Free to choose the life we would like. The recognition that it is backed by a power. Our choice is backed by a power for good in the universe, and that power is love. And it is who and what each and every one of us is created from and created as. Knowing this and allowing this to be at the forefront of my mind in this moment, I know that all the words I say right now are words that are backed by this power of love. And so I allow myself to move forward from this point knowing only the highest and best thoughts. I move forward with kind intentions. I move forward with kind thoughts. I move forward with kind words. I allow kindness to be my expression. And I trust and know that every single person here does exactly the same to the degree that they allow. And so I allow the fullness of life to flow. Stepping back, letting go, and trusting that God is at the source of all creation. I simply allow it to be with a grateful heart, knowing this to be so. I let it go. I let God do its thing by means of me, means of each and every one of us. I release, I let go, I allow, and together we say, and so it is. When things go wrong and my way is dark, and when I lose my song and life breaks my heart, I go within my heart and soul. I start again, knowing I'm whole. God is right here where I am. I am right where I should be, as I fill my mind with peace. I feel it washing over me. God is right here where I am, flowing in and out through me. In this moment, I am free. In this moment, I am free.
That was easy.
So we're going to close it out today with I Release. You guys ready? It's on page 8 if you want to follow along. There was a time in my life
Sing it, Jonathan.
I thought I had to do myself.
By yourself.
I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you gotta let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you've got to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit fly. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm oh God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Have a great week, everyone.